And we should be live.
How about that? Alive?
Technology.
Not frozen.
Through the interwebs.
Hmm.
Let's give it a few seconds here for it to kick on or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the 15-second delay because of that sporting event issue. So.
That's right. And the buzzer for when you say a bad word.
Mm.
Beep. Yeah.
We don't do that.
All right,
just
boys.
in case I have a wardrobe malfunction.
Hey, Maggie, Dad has to do a show, okay? So we'll talk.
Or John needs to count above 20.
Back to that again, are we? All right, looks like Aaron says happy Friday. Foster says hello, guys.
It is Happy Friday.
It is Happy Friday.
Yep.
James says, what's up, guys? And Mr. Kilborn says hello from Frozen Indy.
Yeah, he's not lying. So.
Speaking of frozen, what's the temperature like in Canada?
Oh, it's about, what did I say, 45 degrees outside today?
Oh,
Not too bad.
45 Celsius?
No, 40. I wish. That would be, actually, I don't wish. That'd be too hot. No, 45 Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. Okay. All right. Making sure.
Wow.
About +8 Canadian.
Wow.
Chucky says hello, guys. Howard
What's
says
up?
good evening, men. Lisa says howdy, guys. Richard says, hey, guys, just remembered how everyone tonight. Richard, are you drinking or eating gummies?
Hey.
Using freedom units. Hello from Australia. All right.
All right.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm Brian from Arrowhead Garage, and I'm rebuilding a 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400. And the guy, that way, that's Louie.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Louis from First Generation Garage, and I'll be putting together a 1968 Pontiac 350 this weekend.
The motor.
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff is happening though. In a matter of 2 weeks, I want to be done with that engine.
And get it
All
out.
right.
Yeah, finito.
I better send that part to you then. So.
Oh, you got two boxes coming, Louis.
Oh, thank you. I think you told me those parts are coming for Santa Claus. Even the 3 Kings is done already, Johnny.
Yeah. Wow.
Man.
No love. No
And the
love.
guy down here.
That's this guy right here. John, Firebird Doctor, whatever you want to call it. Just playing with cars here in the garage. Dad's 68 Bird behind me. Working on getting all the sheet metal dialed in before I take it all back apart. But making pretty good progress on it. Working on some tweaks on the YouTube with Buddy Brian. He's helped me out a whole lot. So we've done a few things, if you notice. If not, no big deal. Same stuff we've always been doing. But hopefully, if it stays slightly warmer, there's a good book there. I'm going to try to get the rest of the paint stripped off that EDP coating. So that's going to be hopefully my goal for this weekend. Not really sure if it's video worthy, but I can go over the reasons why that's important. But we'll get to that someday. So. And there's that guy over there.
That way, is it? Wait.
No, that way.
That way.
Me? Him?
Yeah,
Me?
it's all you.
The guy with that blue F body.
Yeah, I've got this 68 Camaro here that needs pretty much everything. This weekend, I'm hoping to get some work done on the fuel system. I've got a new Phytech fuel injection fuel tank to go in it. I've also got a vintage air kit that needs to be put in it. Probably not going to get those things done this weekend, but hopefully in the next few days, next week or next month, however long it takes.
Was yours a Gen 5 vintage air or is it a 4?
It is a Gen 5.
Okay. Good luck.
Is it that hard?
It's a lot bigger than the old ones, I'll tell you. It's a little more snug to get it up into place, but it'll go. It just takes a little creativity.
And then you also have a YouTube page, am I correct? Uh-oh, he's frozen on us.
It must have got colder than we thought.
Uh-huh, yeah. There he is, he's back. He's frozen on us.
Sorry, it's cold in the garage.
Yeah, you froze up for a minute. So you have a YouTube page as well, right?
It's cold in the garage. Yeah.
So
Look, that's me.
Yep, there's that guy.
You have a ton of videos.
A few, not as many as I should have, but I'm pretty slow. I don't get out here a whole lot.
Look at that. Yeah, I mean, even have guitars. That's cool.
Yeah, I do a lot of random tasks and have a lot of interests and hobbies.
Look at that. All right, you guys, make sure to go over and give him some love. Subscribe to his channel. I'll get back over to here. All right. Boom. Let's see. Let's catch up on our comments.
Got a bunch of them already rolling in.
Yeah, they're rolling in here tonight. Lisa says, howdy, guys.
Hello.
Distortion 2501 says, using them freedom units. From Australia, Cam H says, what's up, fellas? Just got frame rails and trunk pan in boxes today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, he did.
Richard says, just remembered Friday night, and how is everyone?
All right.
David's Music says hello.
Hello.
Mike Jacob says, evening, gentlemen, or evening, guys. Chucky says, it was a balmy 12 degrees here in Staten Island, New York.
Woo.
Yeah, Chucky, I need that heater quick.
Yeah.
Aaron says, Louis from L&L Pontiac.
Who's that? Who's that?
Aaron K.
Aaron Kane. Okay.
Let's see. Richard says, engines, the nightmare of my build at the moment.
No, yeah, he can't get engine parts. He's in Canada, but he's having a hard time getting parts for it. Good
Is
stuff.
he?
Yeah.
Bowtie
What is he
Classic.
looking for?
Hello, guys.
Some good cylinder heads for a 400, but they're kind of right. Yeah. That's the reaction. Oh, yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
expensive right now up there?
Just getting them. No one has them. Well, of course, you can buy the unobtainium price stuff, but you know.
Cam says the AMD frame rails appeared to be cut to size as far as where the inner tail panel goes, but they're definitely uneven and going to need some fab work. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything that comes off of a reproduction that's,
Just drop right on. Right. That's rare.
So David's Music says, what's up, guys? What should the pinion angle be on a first-gen bird?
What's the what?
Pinion angle. Actually, you said rear axle too. Well,
They definitely got in the middle.
Yeah, you got to take a measure of the transmission, then to the differential, and it's supposed to be within 3 degrees. Now, what just alone on the differential? I guess I don't know. Here's the honest truth: I've never checked. If I don't have a vibration, it goes through down the road. I've never stressed about it a whole lot, but there is some science to it, and it should be. I think 3 degrees is the goal between the two of them.
Yeah, the pinion should be up 3 degrees, and the transmission should be. Sorry, trying to think of how this goes. Anyway, they should be parallel. So
yeah, you'll have a slope back because you got to have some movement in the U joint. If not, it will actually damage the U joint. So
yeah, I think pinion up 3 degrees and transmission down 3 degrees, and then as long as they're parallel to each other, then it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference within that 3 degree, 2 degree range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but there is a science to it, that's for sure.
I saw a really good video on it a while back. I don't remember who had it, but it was really great. And they actually had a model, and they showed what happens whenever they're in alignment and when they're off alignment.
Yep. Oh, you'll know.
You'll feel
it. Yeah, you definitely know.
Yeah. Or if the drive shaft's too short, I learned this in the hard way. The drive shaft length is not deep enough on the yoke into the transmission. You'll get a pretty gnarly vibration from it too. So this car here behind me, I'd cut my own drive shaft. I did the math wrong, and I'll tell you, it just had a nasty shake at the highway speed. So and I've kind of find out my shaft was too short. So.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Speaking of shafts, Howard Russell would like to see a video of stripping the paint.
All right. Okay. Or better yet, come on over and do it for me. I'll put you to work.
We'll film him.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Mike Jacob says, here in North Carolina, we get the snow across the state. They're calling for we'll be shut down for days. Oh, okay. So they must have a storm front moving in.
Yeah.
Bill O'Brien in St. Louis says, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
James Burch says, hello from cold Michigan. What's the temperature out there, James, in Michigan? James Judicus says 3 degrees. Yep.
Yeah.
Cam says, if doing full quarters, tail panels, and filler panel, which order would you test fit the final fit of all panels in? What sequence would you apply that? Anyone? Bueller?
Well, I mean, there's
Go ahead, John.
I guess you say there's several opinions on that, but
Yeah.
So many times I guess I've seen cars completely cut apart and you don't have much left for point of reference. If this is your first go around, I wouldn't recommend that. I would say I typically start the firewall, work my way back. So you put that science into the same play, go ahead and get your frame rails and trunk floor mounted up, then wrestle maybe the wheel wells and the quarter panels, and the last piece of the puzzle is the tail panel, no matter how you play it out. But when taking it apart, I wouldn't cut any more out than I had to until it was time to replace that panel. It helped keep you from losing all your shape or your dimensions.
Yeah. It doesn't matter which way you go, like John said, make sure you have that door mounted and test fit before you burn that quarter panel in, because the quarter panel is not adjustable like your door.
Right. So
I get a lot
line
of
up the door at the point of reference, and when you pop the quarter off, you know what you're trying to go for. But also keep in mind, there may be that replacement quarter panel will not go 100%. You got to make it fit. But at least you know if you got a 3-inch gap at the top of the door, you did something wrong with your quarter panel. If it's an 1/8 inch off, you're pretty close.
Let's see here. VHP says, hello, gentlemen. Still digging myself out from the storm.
Ugh. Yeah, he's somewhere in the middle of Pennsylvania where there's a lot more snow out that way.
Yeah, I got 22 inches that Sunday.
Yeah,
22 inches?
Yeah.
I got 22 inches of sunshine.
Lucky bastard. You.
Let's see. James says 9 degrees in the little town of Goen. It's north of Grand Rapids. Okay. David Music says, Jonathan, have the leaf springs settled to the height you want?
They have settled some, but not entirely where I would like it to be. But this is still an empty shell at this point, and I haven't what the heck, put the weight of the top or the cocktail shakers and the rest of the car together, so they might actually come out okay.
Yeah, I had that problem. We and John was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Remember, John?
Yep. Oh yeah.
So John told me, I don't like it. It's a little bit too high. But I said, John, I had the same problem on the Lovebird, and I pretty much went with everything stock, at the rear and the front suspension. I always do. And believe it or not, when I installed the cocktail shakers, she really settled in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it took some weeks, whatever, but she settled in. She's really nice now.
Right. I mean, even look at the car now; it's already settled some. Because I had it on jack stands up until about 2 weeks ago. It's never really had to weight on the suspension, so it has settled some. It's not like I can put 33-inch mutters on the back of it anymore. So we're getting better, but I just hope that it settles about another inch or two.
Okay.
I think we're caught up with questions on the side. How long have you been working on that Camaro?
Oh, it's been 7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah. It's just a slow process, but
little here, little there.
I keep moving forward on it, and it's coming together real nice, so I can't complain.
What kind of motor?
Well, I just recently made a decision on that. I'm going to go with a Crate LS3.
Okay.
Blueprint engines 376.
Yep.
Nice.
About 530 horsepower.
Wow.
Makes everybody giggle.
You know what I loved about Rod? He was smart. He's restoring a Camaro. It's taking him some years because he doesn't do it every day. So he went out and he bought a first-gen Firebird.
You did?
Smart guy. Yeah, very intelligent guy there.
So about, I think, 5 years into this project, I knew that it was going to take forever because I've been doing it for 5 years and I felt like I was nowhere. And so I talked to my wife and I said, hey, look, I love the first gen F bodies. I would love a Firebird or a Camaro. They're hard to find up here, especially in good shape, something that's not rusted out or cut up or beat up. Nothing like this was whenever I first got it, right? and they're either terrible or they're expensive. And I had a budget that I could work with, and the wife said, "You go ahead and get what you want, get what makes you happy." She's very supportive, which makes her an enabler. But
yeah, I got one of those, and I was so grateful. So I feel it. So it's cool.
yeah, so I ended up finding a first-gen Firebird in my price range and snagged it up, and I cruise that around in the summer times whenever I get a chance to, and it's been very enjoyable, as well as it's a really good template for what this car used to be, so I can take measurements off of it.
That's true.
And use that on this project.
It is handy to have extras. So.
That's cool. All right, let's do our first trivia question for tonight. Let's see here.
Who's going first?
What was the reason the 1969 Firebird 400 didn't get the 400 badges installed on the hood and no holes drilled for them?
Because I guess we'll touch base on a little behind story. 67 through 69 Firebird 400 was an option. Now, that 400 option came with additional badging, grill emblems, the arrowhead on the bumper, and, of course, then the 400 badges on the car. But there was a situation in 1969 that you got a Firebird 400, but they didn't put the 400 badges on the hood. That is the question. Why?
Yeah. And this is something that I've been playing with my 400 badge. Is should I make it white? Should I make it red?
Yeah.
Make it black?
I like it white.
I'm just thinking, if it's red and the car is red, it's just not going to pop.
Yeah.
Right. White, it stands out a lot.
Uh-huh. So I was bored one day at work.
I guess we should make a clarification. Bored at work. That never happens. We have to leave the Trans Am out of this because it's actually not a Firebird. It is a separate car called a Trans Am. But
True. Yeah.
it kind of meets the criteria because the Trans Am does not have the 400 badges on the car anywhere. So,
True.
that's not it, though. So
Looks like
a car with a 400 hood would not have the holes drilled or the badges. So this will stump a few people. So that's why I had asked Brian something earlier to resend me his paperwork because he had to drill holes in his hood to put the badges on. So,
Who did?
you did. Remember you had to drill the holes in your hood to put the badges on, didn't you?
No, mine had the hood, had the holes.
Oh, you just made a template from it. That's what it was.
I made the template for it. Because somebody asked me for a template. And I just went out there and just did them up real quick.
Yep. Okay, that's what it was. I remember it's been a while.
So,
Yeah.
Al says hello.
Hey, Al.
Hello, Ronald.
Richard says Trans Am hood.
Yeah.
Dad says, so here comes the whole story. Cam says that white looks great. All right. Thank you, Cam.
Yep.
And Mr. Judica says the guy that's supposed to do that called in sick. Am I missing something?
Yeah, Glenn said, no one's going
Oh,
to do
God.
that.
Oh, Glenn. And Aaron says because everybody
The
wanted
white does look great, Joe.
Yep, 455. Well, they did want a 455, but that didn't come out until next year.
Yes, 1970.
So what is the reason?
No one's going to guess?
They're not, I think we stumped them.
I might have on this. It was just up popping the head one of the other times we're having conversations. But in the situation in 69, that's when the Ram Air engines actually had designations on the hood, Ram Air 4 or Ram Air. So they didn't do both. If you had a Ram Air car, they ditched the 400 badge and put a sticker in its place.
That makes sense.
They would leave the badge off, no holes, and it would say Ram Air. So the hood had a couple other differences. It doesn't have the holes drilled in it, and they cut the inside of the hood out for the Ram Air pan. So a real true 69 400 Ram Air hood from the factory would not have holes drilled in it.
Makes sense.
See, that was probably too difficult. Sorry.
All right, we'll take that one down. James says, hey, did you all know they built a 68.5 Trans Am? Oh, it looks like we lost Elrod.
Oh, no.
He's in the garage at Wi-Fi. We'll get him back.
Yeah. Well, I know they're developing the Trans Am '68 Fish Firebird and stuff like that, but I guess I need to know more about this.
Say again?
I'd like to know more about the 68 and a half Trans Am.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about that. Who was that? That was
that's Glenn's buddy.
Yeah, Glenn's buddy.
James.
There he is. Elrod's back.
Oh, he traded places. He's swapped up.
We're switching it up.
Yeah.
I'm now the last guy to show up.
You have a Firebird shirt on.
I do.
Yeah.
Sure. A good one.
I thought if I was going to be hanging out with Firebird guys, I should probably dress the part, right?
Yeah.
We like all AF bodies. Foster says parts shortage.
That would have made sense.
Ay, ay, ay. Well, Louis, what do you got doing this weekend? What are you doing? What are you working on?
I told you the engine.
Well, tell us more about it.
Oh, I'm gonna do a video how to clean the lifters, why you can lose your placement on the lifters if you're gonna use the original ones. And then I'm gonna make a video of how to clean cylinder heads and resurface them backyard style.
Well, you gonna use a brake rotor and file on them with a brake rotor, or are you gonna use the bench grinder, or what are you gonna do? I've seen so many hacks. It's horrible.
Oh, there's so many things. You gotta wait till the video comes, buddy.
You gonna do them on the driveway? I've seen guys do that.
Yeah, I've seen so many people. This whole cylinder head resurfacing thing is really getting out of hand. So.
James says, "Let Glenn do it." Belt sander. Very cool. What else we got going on tonight, guys?
Well,
questions, guys. If you have questions for us, shoot them off in the comments on the side, and we'll answer them for you. Aaron says, might want to convert that front end to a Firebird.
You know, the thought has crossed my mind, but that's just not right. That's just not right.
See, I'm the kind of guy. So many Firebirds did get turned into Camaros, so
yes.
I have no objection changing a Transmero back into a Firebird. So, but I kind of want to take a Camaro and just turn it into a Firebird one time, just to say I did it.
Yeah, I think I told you. I think I told you that, right, John? When you came over to visit me one time, I said one of my last videos ever on YouTube is gonna be to turn a Camaro into a Firebird. Then I retire from that point on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be all right if you needed to do quarters anyway, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I remember when I first bought my Bird, I met somebody online that had a Firebird, but they put a Camaro rear bumper on because it was thinner or something.
They're thinner. Yeah.
They're thinner. Okay. All right.
I saw Chip Foods do that.
Why do that? I didn't.
I don't know.
Because you can.
Because you
Doesn't
can.
mean you should, but you can.
I like the Firebird rear bumper because it comes around and it has the provision for the plate in it, which really makes it feel like part of the car. Whereas the Camaro is just kind of this solid single piece, which looks, sleek and all if you're tucking it in and doing a bunch of chip foose work, stuff like that. But I like the Firebird bumper better. I'm not going to put it on this, but I do like it better.
And wasn't the rocker deco on the Camaro thinner? Because the one on the Firebird is like 3 inches, but I think the one on the Camaro is like 1 inch.
I've seen those. I know what you're talking about because the Camaros that I've seen do have a very thin.
You're 1 inch taller. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then my Firebird has got the full chrome all the way across the bottom, which I like the full chrome all the way across the bottom a little bit better than the piece that sticks out there.
Yeah, I understand. And those things are pricey, $75 a piece.
Yeah, they've gone up then. Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix what Bill O'Brien sent me to. I'm gonna try to clean them up. If not,
another trivia popped in my head, but we save it for talking about Camaro Fiber. Just came up. I shared it with Jonathan sometime this week when we talk in the afternoons. I guess we'll save it for next Friday.
Okay, we'll save that.
Write it down then. Write it down.
Yeah.
Richard says the electronic distributor you're using. Where did you order it from?
Me?
I don't know who he's talking to.
I don't have an electronic distributor, so I guess mine are pointed distributors, and I change them over to an electronic. But
Mine is a small cap HEI, the newer kinds.
That's probably you.
Now, I did go with a
Yours is a smart distributor.
yeah, mine I can program through my phone.
Boom. Yep, I remember that video. Yep.
I can't recall what the name of the company was, but they're in Florida. I'll look it up. I'll post it. David Music says, great to chat with other Firebird lovers. I've been a bird owner for almost 50 years.
Nice.
Nice. Beautiful.
Mr. Kilborn says Camaro.
Camaro.
Famaro. Famaro. Oh boy, here we go.
Fire Marrow.
Laugh out loud, 200 Canadians for the rocker moldings.
Wow.
Wow.
Are we talking price? $200?
Yep.
Aaron says, what size wheels on their L-Rod? Looks awesome.
Oh, thanks.
17?
These are, where are they? They're 17s.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 245 50 17.
Okay.
John, you have 17 on the Trans Am, right? Yeah.
Yep. I like the looks of 17-inch wheels.
They look nice, yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
want to put some 17s on my high school car if I ever get back to it.
Well, I have 14s on my bird, but I do have a set of 15 rallies
Mm-hmm.
that I'm
going to tell you right now, if I was you, I'd change over to the 15s if you can, Brian.
Why is that, Louis?
It's much easier, number one, to find tires.
Yep.
Number two, I don't know the roads in Arizona, but here, like if you go into bumpy roads or potholes, whatever, you slam into your exhaust and all that kind of stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah, Louis roads are horrible. I drove this out there and I bottomed out everywhere trying to get to his place.
My headers got all dent up because of that.
I thought the Amish were out there daily fixing that stuff.
I'm not close to the Amish. They're real far away.
Well, then, phooey on them. So, yeah, I guess I'll run my 14s for a little bit until I can recondition those 15s.
I have 14. The only one car is going to have the 15, I believe, is the Lovebird, because I don't want the missus to complain. Oh, I hear a big bang, on the road and blah, blah. We would know how to handle that or why. She'll probably get scared, pulled over, and call me.
Really? This car.
Yeah, it has 15s right now, but they Kreger rims. I always build the cars with them, then I'll change it.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Mike Jacobs says, I would like to put Gen 1 rims on my 2001 WS6. And they're 18s. Put Gen 1 rims on an 01. Is the bolt pattern even the same?
Bolt pattern's the same, but the offset's way different.
Okay.
The
time there, Mike.
The lug nuts and the studs would fit through it, but the offset would stick the wheels out of the fender wells quite a bit. I don't know if it's an actual Gen 1 rim. But
Well, and would it fit over the brakes?
yeah, you could do it the other way with spacers, which I am not a fan of. Take a 4th gen wheel, put on a 1st gen. So.
Me either.
Yeah, but you have to put a spacer on. I'm not a fan of spacers. So.
Mike said, what's the offset?
Don't know. They're more like a front-wheel drive rim where the offset's really close to the outer wheel edge.
Kind of pushes it.
Yeah. Instead of pushed in like the later ones. That's why if you put the 1st gen stuff on a 4th gen, it would stick way out. So.
And then Chucky says, love the Krager SS rims and the SSTs. Let's see here. I just got a message from Mr. Judkins here. He sent me the information on the 68.5 Pontiac Trans Am.
Okay.
We'll get that up later.
Thanks.
Get that up. Let's see what else we got here. Actually, we can probably do another trivia. Here's number 2.
I done broke everybody on mine.
I know. Well, this one's going to be tough, too. What was the exact reason Pontiac engineers delayed releasing the Firebird Trans Am until March of '69.
Oh,
Is that a good one or what?
yeah.
Yeah.
I did some digging for this one. Let's see. Yes, James, I got your Facebook message. We're going to use it next week, or maybe this week if I can figure it out. Mike Jacob says, I think the 5th gen is 4.5 inches. Aaron K says, I think the 1st gen offset is 4 inches. Okay. So, trivia question. What do you guys think? What was the reason why Pontiac engineers delayed the Firebird Trans Am until March of '69? Take a wild guess.
I'm afraid I don't actually have the answer. This is interesting. I mean, I know they had some issues with the steering wheel, but they didn't delay production because of that. They just used a different steering wheel.
Someone we haven't seen before, it looks like Cooney 2243 says retooling, and that's not the correct answer, but thank you for guessing.
That's what happened to the 1977 Can-Am. The spoiler tooling broke, so they stopped making the Can-Am.
Anyone? Bueller? Bueller?
Oh, man.
Oh, Glenn was there getting pissy.
Dang it, Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
I want a T-shirt that says Glenn's my hero.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same thing. Are you gonna make those T-shirts, Brian? Because
I should.
And we can
Yeah,
all
you
wear it
have
at
to.
the Firebird Fest. Everyone wears
Yeah.
it at the Firebird Fest, and Glenn's my hero. I'm like, who's Glenn? Oh, man, he's amazing. So,
Gotta watch the video if you want. We'll have an engine set like this.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so since no one's gonna guess, we only have one person. The reason for the delay was that wait, I lost it. Where'd it go?
was it licensing?
No, it was that the issue was with the fiberglass rear spoiler. That the engineers found that the spoiler cracked and warped at highway speeds during testing, and the fiberglass supplier could not produce consistent parts in the required volumes that Pontiac needed. And the wind tunnel testing revealed lift and instability problems when the spoiler was fixed.
Wow.
So Pontiac had already invested heavily in the homogenization of the SCCA, which is the Sports Car Club of America, Trans Am Racing. So canceling the model outright was the only thing they could do.
Wow.
Check that out.
That was a good one.
That was,
Yeah, it was a good one.
all right, so moving on.
I like those spoilers on the
Yeah.
on the '69 Trans Ams.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they look so cool.
Got
But
it.
I got schooled on something. See, now I learned something. That means I can go to bed now. So,
You're gonna do what?
I learned something, so now I can go to bed. So.
Let's see if I can.
I wonder how difficult it would be to graft that spoiler onto this Camaro.
They used to make the Repop companies. If I remember right, they made for the '69 Firebird and Camaro. The quarter panels are shaped differently, and the elevation to come out of the back of the car is different than '67, '68. So if you try to slap a '69 on her, it'd be slightly too wide and not quite fit the contour of the quarter panel. But they did make at one time a '67, '68 Trans Am style spoiler, aftermarket company. Not like I ever put my hands on them, but at one point they did exist.
I'll have to look into that because I think it looked pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
So this is what James was talking about, that 60 and a half Pontiac.
I seen that car before.
So it was built for the Trans Am Racing Series.
That's a beautiful car.
I watched
Yeah,
the video
very
on the history of the Trans Am on the gray prototype.
It was all silver, palladium silver.
And
Yes.
Aaron K says, gotta put Glenn's face on the T. Do we even know what he looks like?
I can give you some ideas, but you're not gonna like it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Based on what I've heard of the guy, apparently he's a troll-looking fella.
yeah.
David Music says, have you guys ever had an overhead cam? My first bird was a Sprint hardtop. I now have a 69 convertible.
I've never owned one. I had an opportunity to buy one, and I regret every day not buying it. But it was a 69 convertible overhead cam Sprint, 3-speed manual trans, rust-free car from Texas, had some body filler in it. But I was that younger kid at that point in my life. I was like, I don't want no daggum 6-cylinder. I want something with more power. So I bought a clapped out 69 bird, the 1975 350 with cylinder heads that were cracked off. So technically, it made less power than that 6-cylinder overhead cam 6 at that point. But oh well.
Well, apparently that inline 6 was just an amazing piece of work.
It was before its time, and it produced a fair amount of power for what it was. But the unfortunate thing, by the time you went the overhead cam Sprint 6 model, that's a lot to say, it cost more than an entry-level V8 car. So most people they opted just to go with the V8. So they're talking about like a 350 HO car or maybe a base model 400. It's about the same price.
How's Richard says, I drove that 26 car across the auction block in Monterey auction.
Yep.
Foster says body style change. Richard says they have their issues. Mr. Jubkid says some things you can't be unseen. I think I know what he's talking about.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah. And Richard was saying the overhead cam 6 cars have their issues. Yes. Good luck finding engine parts. Anyone who can fix the engine or do machine work or parts for them. They're kind of scarce.
I was going to say, aren't they pretty hard to find parts for?
Yeah, especially the overhead cam Sprint model, because it was, I think, a different cam. I think maybe the head, the intake, there were some differences in it. That's how you get more power out of it. And you could run a 4-barrel carburetor on it.
A 4-barrel carb on that?
It was a 4-barrel, yep. Oh, yeah, quadrijet.
Wowzers. Mr. Jim says, hey, guys, I'm a little late tonight.
All right, he's buying.
Better late than never.
He's buying. That's all on him.
Aaron says, were those inline 6s faster than a 326 because of the weight savings?
I don't know. There's a chance of that. Because the other overhead cam 6 was also a higher revving engine, so they had a higher red line, so you could stand on a loud pedal a little bit longer.
Richard says, cams, head intake, and exhaust manifolds.
Okay, yep.
Those are the ones you can't find.
Well, that's what the difference between a Sprint and a base model 6.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, so how many people out there got a Sprint model car? I know. I mean, I wish I had one. If I do find a good deal on one, I'm not saying I may not part ways with one of my toys and get it, but I doubt I'll find one.
I think it would be kind of cool to have one.
Oh, yeah. It's just kind of like, what the heck when you open the hood factor? What the heck is this?
Yeah.
And they had to ditch the engine when it came to the second gen bird. So John DeLorean was all about that overhead cam 6 because it was like European race cars, which he loved.
Yeah, that's what he did, yeah.
But then when it came to the second gen bird, they had to ditch the engine because it was too tall. It wouldn't fit under the hood. So that was what killed it.
Really?
Yep.
Wasn't there like a 6 turbo or something in the second gen line?
Second gen, you had the 301 turbo, which came out in
80, 81?
80, 81, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a joke. So the idea was great because everything now has turbos, but it just didn't quite work. It was restricted to the airflow. A 301 wasn't a great engine to begin with. I think it was some kind of it was still a quadrijet carburetor. It just didn't quite work right.
Just didn't pass the mustard.
No.
Leno did a YouTube episode on the overhead cam.
Yep.
He has a beautiful one.
I have to go and dig that one up.
Beautiful convertible. 68.
Yeah, that's what Dad says that's as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, tomorrow I plan on finishing the cutting and buffing of my bird.
You're ambitious.
What's that?
That's ambitious.
Yeah, I have left to do is the hood.
You did
But
good.
I did have UPS basically threw up all over my driveway this week with carpet, headliner, miscellaneous parts. Yeah, all kind of fun stuff. But sanding first, buffing, and then once that's done, then we're going to move into interior, which hopefully won't be that big of an issue. And I'm considering pulling both windows out, front and rear glass. If I can't get my chubby fat fingers to get that headliner in, I think I'll pull the glass and just reset it later.
Yeah. Well, you use the butyl rubber, so it's more forgiving to get the glass back out than urethane. So urethane's the modern stuff, but it's not so much fun to get back out.
So I'll just cut it out.
Yep.
Aaron says, seen a lot of both Sprint engines and Sprint 6 cars for sale in the last 3 months or so. Pricey.
Yeah. They're proud of them.
Well, yeah. They're pretty happy with that overhead cam technology from those European people. Bill O'Brien says, I used to own a 68 4.1 3-speed one barrel.
Yep, that was the overhead cam 6 one barrel version. It would say 4.1 liter on the hood.
Wow. David Music says the Sprint 6 had 10 and a 1/2-to-1 compression with quadridirect carb. What a runner. I embarrassed a few guys with that car.
Oh, yeah.
Foster says his was the 4-barrel.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also painted palladium silver, and I had some fenders off of his car that got delivered to Tennessee in exchange for fenders from my dad's car. So.
Oh, so we just did a little.
Yep.
One of those things.
Uh-huh.
James says, Brian, don't forget to use finishing glaze on after buffing. Huge difference. I have to wait until 60 days though, right? Summit says 60 days after before that.
Yeah, it might be.
So I'll do that. I think my biggest challenge is going to be just finding all the interior pieces, getting everything that's what I'm missing the most of is interior stuff. And
well,
then
it was pretty naked when you got the car, though. It was pretty empty.
Yeah. And I don't know if I want to rebuild the front seats or not. They feel like they're thin.
Mm-hmm.
They don't feel like they're squishy. They feel like they're squatted. And I know the seat covers are not original because the original color was red inside. Yeah. So these are black. So at some point in time, the brother had bought new skins, but I don't think he replaced any of the cushions or the springs or.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to look into. And visors. I have no visors. Sun visors. And they seem pretty cheap, like $150.
They're not too bad. The quality's decent. The repop ones.
I think and I got the A pillars in. I got the little the back little
corner trim pieces.
Yeah, I got those in, which I have to paint red because
match the interior.
Yeah, that. But little things like that. All right, guys. Questions? Shoot them at us.
Yep, slap us.
In 2 more minutes, we'll do another trivia question.
Oh, trivia! I'll see if I get that one wrong.
So, Brian, with that interior being red, are you painting the dash red as well? Or is it painted red?
My brother painted the dash red.
Painted everything red.
Everything red. Like the whole car was inside and out was red. I'm keeping the dash red and not painting it the red on the outside. I wanted to keep something of him. So the dash is going to stay the red that he put on there. But I did do a black steering column with a black steering wheel to give it some kind of two-tone type thing. But and then the dash pad obviously will be a black vinyl. And then I'm thinking about even covering the plastic A-pillars in the same black vinyl as the dash.
Yeah, the repop A-pillars are kind of crappy. So
yeah, I mean, I like plastic, $100.
Yeah,
really.
67 was like that. 68 and 9, no.
They're different.
Yeah.
Are they puffy? Are they like a thicker?
They're
Yeah,
foam, but
they foam. They padded.
Okay.
but the original ones have a metal frame that I got padding on. The repops are all rubber, and they're really they're expensive and they're kind of junky.
They are expensive.
Yeah, these are like just flimsy plastic, and I was like, seriously?
Yep.
Damn,
Well, what was it? One of the, I think 67 used an all chrome A-pillar post cover on the inside.
Oh, if it's convertible.
I have. Yeah, mine was the original, and it was like a hard, tough plastic. The original.
Was it?
Yeah, they hard and tough. They're not that flimsy.
But I'm gonna try to wrap some black vinyl on it and just make it a little bit classier in a sense. But yeah, so that the dashboard is gonna stay red on my car. And so
Cool.
and an original red of what my brother painted. That was my big struggle, was I didn't want to completely erase what he had done.
No.
And his
I like
vision.
that idea. Yeah.
So, but I got black carpet, black headliner. So that should be fine. Of course, the seat's already black, front and back.
Yep.
John Kilborn says, does Elrod's Camaro have the factory interior?
I have some of the factory interior pieces. Like I've got the back seat and the 2 front seats are factory. The door panels are factory. And that's pretty much all that I have of that. So I think I've got one of the A-pillar covers there, but I'm missing the other one.
Aaron says red seats too. Yeah, originally from the factory, my car had red seats. And the outside color was, I call it root beer brown, but what was it called, John? It was,
my gosh, you're going to ask me that. Dang it.
Yeah, I forget the name of it now.
It was something blaze. Something blaze red.
Copper blaze?
Copper blaze. Yep.
Copper blaze. It was, and again, if I
It
had the
was a
original
special
motor,
order color too, though. That was
yeah, special order color.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had the original motor and original transmission, I probably would have went back to that color again with a white vinyl top, from what PHS says it came from the factory with.
Yeah,
nice.
But without that, I was like, it's a clean canvas. Then I can do
anything. Yeah.
So, and my brother put on a black canvas top or vinyl top at some point, which then held the moisture for 25 years. And John came to help me
murder the roof.
Dice that off.
I wanted to say I did a roof panel, so why not?
See, James says I bought new foam for front seats and new covers. Had an upholstery place do it all the work for $500
Bargain
in labor.
Nice.
James says I have a tribute sticker for glove compartment door. And then Cam H says some of the concepts of me restoring my dad's car, got to keep it blacked out, just adding some of my own flavor along the way. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. He wanted a red car, I kept it red, so. But yeah, and when it comes to Firebird Fest, we plan on spending the night in the town where my brother lived in Oklahoma and where his wife and daughter live. Nice. And I want her to drive that car in town.
That'd be cool.
She never, she saw the car driving, but her age, by the time she was old enough to comprehend, she never knew it running. So I want her to drive it. I want her to go drive it for a day and then on to St. Louis.
Nice.
Cam says, mine was originally white with red interior, but Dad had gloss black with black interior. I'm going satin black paint with all chrome powder coated gloss black. That's going to look sharp, man.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to look sharp. Okay, one more trivia question. I got 2 more.
Oh, well, you came prepared.
I did. I've been working on this. Which specific internal engineering change to the 1969 Firebird's front subframe was made to accommodate the Ram Air 4 engine, and how did it differ from earlier subframes?
Oh. Where do you find this at?
I found a book on Pontiacs.
I thought I knew everything, but I didn't know there was a. They're talking about this difference in the actual subframe to.
The Ram Air 4 subframe is different.
Well, I'll be dipped.
All right, here we go. John Kilborn says, has anyone bent new springs for the front or rear seats? Bent or bought? James says, John, any headway on grills?
I haven't messed with them yet, so it's on my list of things to do. So I was watching him beat his head against the wall to get all the tips of what not to do, so I can jump and hit the ground running.
Aaron K says, steering box, question mark. And Cam says, you know you're doing something when you're stumping Louie and John.
Yeah. Man, I know the 69 Trans Am had a special part number for the brake booster, which gave about half the brake assist, so it had more of a manual brake feel, but not completely manual brakes. So that's one of the things I know is different about a Trans Am, but I've never heard this, the Ram Air 4, because the Ram Air 4 engine dimensionally is still the same.
Yeah.
They still use the same style exhaust manifolds that are D-port versus round port, but they exited in the same location. So I'm like, I don't get it. The steering linkage was changed for 69, but that was across the board for all V8s. So you got me on this one so far.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Right. So here's what the book says. The book says that Pontiac modified the 1969 Firebird front subframe by relieving and reshaping the right-hand engine mount pedestal and crossmember area to clear the round port Ram Air 4 exhaust manifolds and revised oil filter adapter.
Huh.
Earlier, 67 and 68 and standard 69 subframes interfere with Ram Air 4 manifold geometry. The Ram Air 4 used a unique round port manifolds with different outlet angles. Pontiac also revised the oil filter clearance because the Ram Air 4 block and headers made routine service nearly impossible otherwise.
Yeah, you can't get the filter on. Huh.
And what was there, 8 made or something?
No, Ram Air 4s, there's a handful of them.
Okay.
Yeah, 50 or 60, but none were the convertibles. All the convertibles Ram Air 3.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know the exact number. There's not very many Ram Air 4 Trans Ams, but they also had some Ram Air 4 Firebird, so it would still hold true. It would need the different subframe. So I guess I hadn't heard that before. And my Trans Am book doesn't mention that at all. So I have to yell at that Rocky Rotella guy who wrote that book.
Uh-oh.
You missed one. You left me hanging. So
Don't have to.
Yep.
Outside. Mr. Kilborn says, replace the seat springs, bending new ones, or replace with pre-bent. Yeah. All right, so let's remove this for tonight.
Yes, you brain busted me, so thanks.
I know. That's good. I got one more for you, too.
What the heck?
Let's see here. Should we? Yeah, we're about 7 minutes away from end of the hour.
No.
James says, "Shit." I was about to say that. Sure. All right, we'll throw this one up real quick. Then we'll get this one out of the way. On a 68 Firebird, where did the ground strap on the firewall get bolted to the engine?
I'm not allowed to answer, so I have to walk away.
On a 68 Firebird, where did the ground strap? Oh. Anyone? This should be an easy one, guys. Bueller. Uh-oh. Man, all 4 of these questions have been good ones this week.
I guess we busted everybody's chops on these ones, huh?
I know. We're going to have to keep this up with trivia. Apparently trivia is a thing.
Well, I guess while we're hovering with the idea, weren't you thinking about something the viewers could share with us here soon, or do you want to dump it out? Is that still top secret?
Say that again, John?
You want to? We're going to ask the viewers to share stuff with us. You going to dump that out now, or are we going to keep that a secret?
We can dump it out now.
All right.
So yeah, if you guys want to share your rides with us, kind of get you, and you don't have to have a YouTube channel or anything like that. If you want to just send us pictures and descriptions of your restoration or your Firebird or your classic car, I think we make it a like a reader's or a viewer's ride. Once a week, we'll kind of showcase your classic vehicle on the show.
Yeah. Tell us all about it. What you do? What engine is it? An LS swap? Is it or 6-cylinder or whatever it might be? What have you done? So it looks like Richard has the answer. So Mr.
Richard.
Yeah.
Cylinder head by heater hose. Cam says it hasn't popped in 30 years. Carburetor. Right fender besides battery. Okay, Louie, this was your question.
Yeah, what did Rich say? I think Rich had it.
Cylinder head by heater hose.
Okay, but where? Where? That's the right cylinder head, but exactly where?
You're
Because I'm gonna tell you something. I thought I knew the right location, and all these years I was wrong. I just found out something, I don't know, maybe a week ago. The right location.
Okay, Richard, come on, throw it out.
Yeah, I think he's in the right area because it's. Yep, I think he's implying it's close to that the barb for the heater hose.
Okay.
Is it?
Pontiac 428 V8 was a torque monster. Yes, it was. Howard Russell says outbound on the heater box.
Oh.
No. The lower bolt because it was harder to see. Can you read that, Louie?
What was it?
He says the lower bolt because it was harder to see.
The lower bolt.
Yep.
No.
No. Cam says Lewis learned some stuff digging into that neighbor's that's barely been touched.
He's damn right about that.
Hey, Louie,
Yeah.
You know what that is, don't you?
No, hold on. Don't say nothing wrong. I can't see it. Oh yeah, of course I know what that is, buddy.
Okay.
He's teasing me, this guy here.
Tell everybody.
Yeah.
What's in there?
Whitney wanted me to do some show and tell for you there, Louie. So.
Oh, tell her, thank you. Every time you see that pot, you think about Louis.
Yep. Oh yeah. So.
Is that
It's a kettle pot that a lot of us Spanish people, I guess, because we use it a lot, and it comes out like your coffee really comes out nice espresso coffee, like strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Whitney likes coffee like me.
Yep.
strong coffee?
I like my coffee like my wife, black and strong.
Really? I'll drink to that. All right, gentlemen. It looks like we're almost at that hour mark.
So, Rich was the closest one, and it's like John was saying. I've been looking at a Pontiac engine forever, right? I think the first one since I was 22 years old, and it's by the heater barb.
No.
The heater hose barb, right on the top of it. There's a hole where a bolt gets screwed into, and I always wonder why would they make a hole here for a bolt, and I never seen a bolt there. Well, in reality, your ground strap supposed to be bolted to that part of the cylinder head, and the other end to the firewall.
Yep, and not the back cylinder head where I think we always see them.
We always seen it like that, exactly.
Yep.
In pictures, they always like that.
Yep.
Or the person sharing the picture really don't know 100% what the picture is saying or exactly where things are at. There's just the picture. And trust me, when I took out that bolt, it looked like they put it there last night. The back of it was so clean. The metal was clean. Everything there was like if you put it on last night. So I knew that was correct.
Yep.
Then I shared it with a man named John Schultz, I believe, if I'm saying the last name correctly. He's a historian. Brian probably know. He have to know who he is. He's the big guy.
All the boards.
Right. And I have helped him with a lot of the history to a Firebird, and he shared a whole bunch of pictures with me. But I honestly don't think he knew exactly where it was. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And when I point an arrow to it, he was like, yeah. And that's it. So I have a couple of 68s. I need to fix that location.
Yeah.
Cam says, same here, Louie. Mine is half Mexican and half black. So I get homemade tacos and fried chicken.
All right. There you go.
Right.
Well, mine's come from the motherland. My wife is African. They're as strong as it could be.
And then
She keeps you in line, that's for sure, Louis. She keeps you.
Oh, she does. She keep me in line. Joyce is my buddy. She's my best friend, you know?
Yep.
She got that leash on you, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, she's a good. Let me tell you something. She supports all the craziness of this Firebird crap I got going on here.
Keep her.
That's a good woman.
Yeah.
She's a good woman.
And James says, you're Spanish?
Well, I was born in the Bronx, but my background, I guess you could say I'm Spanish.
Kenny says, John, let's put some snow tires on our birds and go cruising.
They'll fit on Dad's car. I got all the extra big wheel wells. I'll put some 33-inch swampers on the back. We'll go for some
Dear
fun rides.
Lord. Yeah, I don't know about that, boys.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with 14s at the moment, so don't talk about 33s. Size matters, apparently. It's right here. All right, gentlemen, we're at the hour mark.
Yeah.
Pretty good show. Mr. Elrod, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Very cool.
Nice catching up.
Thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate
So I
it.
got a question. Hold on before we say goodnight. Elrod, what's next on the Camaro, real quick?
I'm gonna do some fuel system. So I've got a Phytech fuel tank with a internal fuel pump. I've got some tubing. I'm gonna make up a fuel system, as well as I want to cut an access panel in the trunk floor so I can access the top of the tank where the pump is and everything. So if I ever need to work on it, I don't have to drop the tank.
Beautiful.
Returnless or return line?
I'm gonna do a Corvette style filter
Returnless?
regulator.
Okay.
So returnless, yeah. Very short return line.
Yep.
Nice.
Much easier.
That's the point. Yeah, so that's what's next.
Cool.
And I'm going to post a direct link over to Elrod's YouTube page, so you guys can go over there and subscribe to him and support him on his build on his 68 Camaro.
Yeah, he dove pretty deep into that Camaro, and it caught my eye. I subscribed to him, I think, in the very beginning of that build.
Yeah, a handful of years ago for me. So.
A couple of years. That's correct.
Yep.
It's doing an awesome
Look at
job,
Johnny's
man.
mascot, his garage mascot. Look at that. It's supposed to be a bird, and it's a damn cat.
Whitney came out to hand me that coffee maker, and the cat snuck out. She's like, I don't like the cold, Dad. She's shivering, so she don't like
The
cold.
bird man has a cat as a mascot. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Get him a bird cage.
Keeps the mice out, you know? Gets rid of the mice. We got a good deal. Keeps the mice from eating the birds. So.
There you go.
There you go.
Gentlemen,
Yep,
have a
let's
good
be
weekend.
real.
And have
All right,
fun.
good night, guys.
Thanks a
All right.
bunch, guys. Good talking to you.
See y'all later.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, we're all done, man.